Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Wang, a member of Change Studio. I'm very honored to present our projects on this stage. Thank you, Zaz, and the juries, and our members in the Nanzi, and our team members in China, and all the people here. And our team was founded in Chongqing, a central city in China. And this is our team. It's very young and energetic and has 36 members. It's not very big in China because in our country, large design companies often have hundreds or even thousands members. And I'm not sure how much you know about the landscape architecture industry in our country, but now it is at a transitional stage in recent years, and I think this is not new in Europe or in other countries, but now the value of a design company is no longer depend on the quantity of projects and the size of teams, but to find the new value of landscape of the design and such as the detail and the interesting ideas. And in this context, many small teams like us have grown up, and we hope to change the people's perception of landscape architecture in China. So actually, we think the small-scale team is an advantage. It is easy for us to make change and accept new things, and this is. But of course, our change is strategic. We take part of our Eastern culture as the skeleton of our design philosophy to ensure that we don't lose our direction when we making change. And China has a vast territory, so the culture of each province or even cities have different thinking of nature. The city we live in this picture is the Chongqing. It's very rich. It's rich in mountains and rivers. So the local culture emphasize the symbiotic relationship between the people and nature, which deeply influence our design philosophy. And so our practice often try to help people get closer to nature and enjoy it better. So how can we build this connection? We already do this by creating artistic conception, which is a really big word in the Eastern culture, and it is a kind of in spiritual environment, and it is a fusion of associations inspired by objective things. So in like this Chinese landscape drawing, the drawing don't show the nature realistically, but the elements in this picture could remind us of the characteristics of nature, and the combination of these elements, or I should say the whole painting, could remind people of their memory or feeling like pleasure when we traveled in mountains in autumn. So it is subjective and rooted in the Eastern culture, and the people watching it may have different feeling because of their different cultural background. So Western and Eastern culture both reflect the relationship between nature and human. The Eastern traditional culture prefer to concentrate and simulate the nature into a small courtyard Like this picture, use the stones to represent mountains, water represent lakes, and plants represent forests. And walking through the path in this yard, it's like stepping into the story between the designer and the nature, and it's showing the designer's yearning to the real nature, and sometimes it will show some secret thoughts of the designers. He just want to show by his garden. So inspired by this, we want to use more simple, more easy or relaxing design to reproduce this feeling, to connect, to build the spiritual connection between nature and the human. And the first project, the courtyard of Suzhou Stream Villa, is very typical case of the artistic conception. It's located in Suzhou city in the east of China. So in this project, the form we use is very concise and more suitable for contemporary life and prominent to a spiritual sense. So it has two courtyards. The courtyard connected to the entrance named Empty Woods, and the other one named Green Embodying. So the Empty Woods is a water courtyard enclosed by high walls. The space experience is virtual, and the water reflects the plants, stones, and the buildings. So the space is empty, but it seems to contain everything. And this is the picture of in the other angle. And then passing the gate, you will see the other garden embodying green. So in this garden, you will see it's filled with trees, the atmosphere here is fresh and natural. So we want to show is that the contrast between the two different courtyards, that one realistic and one virtual, and the contrast could bring us a dramatic change in our emotion. And then we will talk about our award-winning projects, Clouds, Wang Art, and Aesthetic Center. This project is special for us because it's far from the city. It's located in Fuxian Lake, a tourist resort in Yunnan, China, and it is the client wanted us to build an aesthetic center there, and for us, we think the scenery here is also already very beautiful. So we think the design don't need too much. We just want to leave people there to enjoy the original beautiful nature, and the clouds of this place inspired us. Clouds is light and changeable in nature, and in our culture, clouds also means a sense of unknown, and it is there is lots of space or imagination. So we use clouds as our inspiration, and we think it should be necessary to make the picture of the whole environment complete and more harmonious. So this is a site, and it's on the hillside terrace behind the Hilton Hotel, high in east and low in west, and the view is very broad. So we analyzed the viewpoint and found the best viewing point, and after our few draft drawing, we choose the arc-shaped corridor as our design, and to meet our imagination or cloud. So it's one side linked to the driveway in the mountains at the entrance of the aesthetic center, and the other side is linked to the lake. The arc-shaped corridor has specially ups and downs as the landform change. The corridor also includes an empty middle in the central part, and the boundary of the roof outline the exterior sky. So the arc-shaped design made the inside and outside of the side join smoothly and make this project embrace nature in a more elegant and friendly manner. So the creation of the artistic conception in this project is cooperation between the designer and the nature. We think the meaning of nature is abundant, so nature should be dominant here. What designers should do is bring people the interactive experience with nature, and it is kind of feeling like it's kind of alternating feeling between the viewer of drawing, before the viewer of painting, and person in their painting, where people will have a very rich emotion. So this is other pictures show the artistic conception. We just feel it, we can't describe it. The last project we will show the ground rainbow. We call it the most beautiful land in Zhonghang town. Entrusted by the real estate developer, we built 3 running tracks in a mountain park in Chongqing, which are separately 3 kilometers and 5 kilometers and 10 kilometers in length, and providing more options for the people with more running needs. And the whole site covers around 5,000 acres, and the south part had been built a golf in the past. The north part is the original landform. In the new plan, the south part was transformed into a park by using the original golf land as the new running track. So this is the side picture. There are forests, streams, and valleys, and wild grasses. And we use this track record the beautiful resource of this park, and the 3 colored line represent the different lengths of the running track. So it's like a rainbow on the ground, following the terrain. And it's not just an ordinary running track. We think it's a simple and relaxing way to introduce people to a natural environment. And people will not just run in this side on this side, but also do some other interactive activities. And these interactive activities. Okay, and above all, I think everyone will have a new understanding of our team, and a small team with courage to change and want to change the way we think, the method we use, and want to change the life for better. And we also, together with the counterparts in China, we also want to influence the design of China to make our efforts to build a more better future for human and nature. And at the end, welcome everyone to China. Thank you.